there's other concerns then as well. That there is a pub and a restaurant on site as well. The venue, there's a fear that that's going to close with the loss of jobs, because if you have Muslim asylum seekers in a DP centre, you have to close down any place that serves alcohol on site. There's a working golf club, quite a fine golf championship golf course in Dundrum House, and of course people who golf, and you're sitting in the K Club at the moment, people who golf enjoy a drink and enjoy a piece of food after a game of golf. If the restaurant and pub closes down, you then lose the golf course. And the fear then is that you lose a whole lot of tourism opportunities in the area, which is very small, which doesn't really have any other massive business there. So
I get that.
Losing jobs.
Liam, can I ask you, was there much chance of the hotel reopening if it had been closed for so long?
Well, there was. It was a working hotel up to the time there was a fire in the hotel. That's what closed it. I mean, there was nothing wrong with Dundrum House. I mean, again, I'm saying you're sitting in the K Club. Dundrum House would have been as well known as the K Club for many people. It's the only hotel in the area. It's really the only major hotel within about 10 miles. People were pushing quite hard to get the hotel reopened, but if that turns into a direct provision centre, it's never going to reopen. What's
the likely outcome here, Liam? What are you hoping for?
Well, yesterday, I mean, again, I listened to you yourself just after the news. They're talking about, the government should be planning these things before they put them in. Now, that's what we brought to the department yesterday, that there should have been an assessment of needs done in the area. And we were basically told, Shane, that, look, the need for beds trumps the needs for other services.
Have they not got a point, though? Have they not got... it's a difficult one. We have huge number of applicants to deal with.
It's a difficult one, but I asked a straight-out question as well yesterday at the meeting, and I said, look, what is the limit of the amount of people coming into the country? And I was told there is no limit. I mean, I was told that directly, that there's no limit, that if people come, they have to be housed, they have to be bedded. Shane, we cannot continue to this. You know it yourself, you said it yourself. We cannot
No, I didn't say that, now. I didn't say that, Liam. I didn't say that. We have international obligations. If people come here seeking asylum, we have a duty and legal obligation to process them.
To what point, Shane? Again, I'd ask you the question, what is the limit? Is it unlimited? 100,000 people come, 250,000 people come.
But, I mean, there's not going to be 100,000 people going to come. I think we have to be careful in the language we use here as well. There isn't going to be 100,000 people.
Shane, at the start of the year, Rodrigo Gorman came out and said that we expect to be taking in 15,000 extra people this year. We've almost reached 13,000 already after 6 months. The belief now is it'll be 30,000 this year. So, I mean, we're already doubling what we thought we were going to get. If it's 30,000 next year, if it's 30,000 the year after, that's only 3 years. Yeah. That's 100,000 people.
And if every country says we're putting in a limit, what happens to people who are seeking asylum from war-torn situations? Is it tough luck?
Look, let's look at the Department of Justice figures, which were released only last Friday. You take one section of people, Nigerians. The number of Nigerians which came in the first 6 months of this year is almost 3,000. At the same period last year, it was 700. We're not taking those people from war-torn areas. We're taking those people from Britain. They're now running away from the British asylum system. So, they're now seeking asylum from Britain, not from Nigeria. At what point do we continue to do that, Shane?
Okay, we will leave it there.
We cannot continue to do this over and over again if we don't have places for people to go into.
Liam Browne, Independent Councillor for Cashel, Tipperary. Thank you indeed for talking to News Talk Breakfast.